Back now here in Santa Clara. It's 49er football here. They've got the lead as well as we get set to start the fourth and final quarter.
Black 80! White 20!
Watch 10, watch 10. Come on, watch 10, watch 10.
And they'll run it here. There he goes inside the 30. The 20. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Jerick McKinnon, his second touchdown of the night. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he'll go out of bounds across the 35-yard line. 12 yards that time and a Pittsburgh first. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. On 2nd down, it's Bell. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
A gain of 6 there on 1st.
And there's a man they call AB, always a volume receiver. He gobbles up catches. Holds the number 2 and number 4 spots for most receptions in a season in NFL history. And in 2015, just 7 catches shy of setting the single-season mark for most receptions, currently held by Marvin Harrison, a Hall of Famer.
He had 136 catches that year on the heels of 129 the season before. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. Here's Roethlisberger. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. The Steeler 1st down on the pickup of 11 yards.
One of the feature points of the end route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's late with the ball, he can get his receiver hit and hit hard. Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. In for the score. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit. Chris Boswell now for the extra point.
On this play, he just made a great route. The quarterback had to deliver it, sure, but a great route run there.
And, Brandon, this is what the best receivers do. They work on their route running because it's one thing to have athletic ability, but to really get open, you have to set up defensive backs with different routes and be precise in your cuts.
Now Bolden on the return. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now McKinnon to start the drive. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Now a play fake. Garoppolo. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin. And it's third down.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. And now he's swallowed up and taken down. Stephon Tuitt in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it'll be fourth down. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Man open left side is Brown. And he goes out right around the 39. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. From the gun on third down, it's Roethlisberger. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Bell. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first.
Brandon, sometimes we give a lot of these running backs credit for being good receivers, and all they catch are swings and screens. Le'Veon Bell's a full member of the passing game for the Pittsburgh Steelers, whether he's split out of the backfield or not.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, when plays like that work, it's a thing to behold, but sometimes we see why they're very deep in the playbook.
And how many times have we been at practice and heard all the other guys chirping about, you know, I used to play quarterback in high school, I can do this, until it becomes a game situation. Not quite the same in many cases.
Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Here we go, here we go. 180!
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. The Niners on third down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 16.
20! 180!
51 to Mike. 51.
Hey, go, go!
Come on out here. Come get some.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. And now here comes the third of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. Take it at the 37. A well-hit ball there. 50 yards on the punt, 3 on the return. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll lift and throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. To throw here, Roethlisberger. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Here's Roethlisberger. A screen to Bell. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Now it's Roethlisberger. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
From our vantage point, that was just one bad play by the offensive line in a series of really good ones tonight. But I know that they're going to be really ticked off. It's a lot like a baseball pitcher losing a no-hitter late in the game.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. And incomplete here, so a little razzle-dazzle on that one, but they couldn't hook up, and it's 3rd down. And on the ground they go with a running back. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, he didn't make headway on that one, but he's had plenty of carries all night long. I just wonder if maybe he's a little bit tired from toting the rock that much.
Here's Bradley Pinion now. He's been terrific so far. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And control of the football, switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. And the Steelers set to take the field. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back, and then score again, but they can't wait.
And the Niners get there and bring him down. Cassius Marsh in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And Charles,